have an anonymous $10 donation. Lost my aunt nearly 2 years ago. Let's all fight cancer together. Donation goes towards saving the animals as the run is set for 100% completion. Oh, and as a German, I have the obligation to make my final shout out, greetings from Germany. Myrak donates $25. Fourth year watching, first time to catch it live and donating. Love the event. Save the frames. Kill the animals. We have $25 from Dissonant Muse. Awesome donations done quick. I love all the GDQ events, been watching for years. My mom is a breast cancer survivor, and she inspires me every day. Keep the donations coming and let's kick cancer's butt. And with that, we're going to run a quick ad, but don't worry, we'll be right back. We have $20 from Moon Hunter. First time ever donating to this amazing event. I watch this every year I can. Keep up the fight. Alright, looks like we're about ready to go, so I'm going to turn it over to the couch and we're going to see some little Samson.
Alright, cool. How's it going? So, this isn't Little Samson. Ah, well it is. It's just the same game, just Japanese cart. Alright, so, we got 2 modes, easy, normal. Well, normal is going to be what we're playing today with all stages, correct? So, CT, whenever you want to give me a countdown, I guess.
Sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is little Samson. If anyone remembers AGDQ 2015, I ran this game. It was any percent easy. He is doing a much, much harder category and more entertaining even. This is going to be all stages normal. So for anyone who's played the game on easy mode, there's going to be a lot more enemies, a lot more restrictions to what you can do.
The first thing I'll be trying to take care of is gathering enough enemy kills to secure an item drop for later on. The game gives you items every 8 kills, and what we're looking for is a crystal to increase a character's life down the road. So, I'm trying to remember where my count is. Oh, that was scary. But the thing is, every 8 kills, so... Okay, that was 16.
So yeah, you want to make sure you know where these drops are coming. So there's 2.
And keeping your count for these drops is a lot more important than normal, just because when you're in the main stages, you can actually lose a character if they die.
So I'm at 20, so 21, 2, and 23. Alright, cool. Alright, so now that's done. So there's 4 characters for this game. One you're gonna see the entire time. The others, yeah, no.
They're just kind of there.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason why we're not going into the 3rd stage there right away is we need to go pick up our health crystal because the 3rd stage has so many enemies and you need to kill everything or else you're not going to make it. Alright, cool. Got the health crystal. So 2 things can happen there. You get a health crystal or you get a small heart. Don't want the small heart. Never want small heart.
And he wanted to make sure he was getting both of those health crystals on this character because we're going to be using him pretty much the entire game. And he's very weak to start off with.
Safety potion.
And unlike the easy difficulty, I think the mouse is already at full health. You won't be able to get any more max crystals.
Yeah, in normal you have 10 health for KO. For easy you have 6.
I can hear the back couch shouting for Gam's music right now too.
Yep. Savor the music now because it's probably one of the only times you're going to hear it throughout the game. But it is probably the best music of the game, except maybe the castle stages at the end.
That's true. So I think the other thing in this game is all the characters have kind of a special ability. Gam gets to walk on spikes. It took me a while to realize those mushrooms were actually spikes earlier.
Oh, hey,
It's a mistake every Mario runner makes when they play this the first time, I think.
we're fighting our partner. Good job.
Just one of the unique things about this game, there's actually no in-game dialogue. We're just kind of left to interpret the story as it goes.
Shots is unlocked.
Nice. So now we've completed what's basically the intro stages. We're in the real game now, so this is where things are going to get a little intense.
So now we have access to all 4 characters, which is going to allow us to do some pretty broken stuff. So this game used to be zipless, not anymore. Pretty much every stage now has zip. Ah. Why am I... There we go. So that's not the end of the stage, but the game thinks it is. So we just go right to the boss fight.
You know, basically what he's doing there is fooling the game into thinking he's done. There's a whole another half of the stage, but the game hasn't loaded it yet. So he's kind of hitting that exit trigger without having to play half the stage. And we're going to abuse that a lot.
So the reason I switched characters is because I actually need to kill the boss with anybody other than KO. Because if I do kill the boss with KO, or the mouse, it teleports me to a stage way, way later. So, I mean, this is all stages. Gotta play them all. Also, you can ride on a tornado as a mouse. Why is this a thing?
Seems legit.
There's no other reason to play all stages. It's just that right there. Mouse riding a tornado.
So I guess I should mention, like, we are playing on normal difficulty. There is character permadeath aside from Samson himself. So if I were to die in any of the stages as any other character, I lose that character until I game over or until I complete a stage. The only thing that can fix this is a potion. Also, this is a boss fight, and it's done. Because welcome to all stages where we have a 2-minute auto scroller. So, I don't know. Do we have some donations, I guess?
We do. We have $10.01 from Homie CZYL. Homicils? Sorry, I butchered that name. AGDQ is super. Greetings from Poland. P.S. Save the animals. We have an anonymous $5 donation. Long-time watcher, first-time donor. Let's kick cancer's butt. Greetings from Germany. Beansy donated $10. Said, sad to miss out on the Mario block due to time differences, but I always enjoy catching the graveyard shift for some of the smaller and more obscure games. AGDQ is fantastic. Keep up the great work. Greetings from Scotland.
See, this really is just let's ride the crab for 2 minutes. Dodge the falling ceilings. I do like the animation on the legs, though.
Oh yeah, very, very detailed. Yeah, since it's all stages, we are playing this level, but really, if you notice Dragon just fall down in the last boss fight, this auto scroll is really your punishment for falling down in that last fight.
And actually, I guess we didn't mention it earlier. I think this stage you can only play as Samson.
Correct.
The plot is you've lost the little bell that lets you switch between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Also, the crab's under the stage now. And this is why Samson's bad. Sick damage. Shot. So that boss is invincible while that little sparkle effect is going around him, so that's why I can't shoot it, obviously. So now you have the bell back. We can switch between our characters again. Hooray, no more Samson. Hopefully.
Yeah, the only real use our main character gets is his intro stage, and if you ever run Samson %.
I think they used him in the zip in that first real stage.
Oh yeah, I mean, use him as it.
So that was actually really scary. I zipped backwards for one block, and I didn't think I would actually get the zip. So this is it's a water stage, except we don't walk on water normally. Oh well. Seems fine to me. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This stage is scary only for the fact that all those charging dragons do 2 damage, and all the ones that are flying in like a group of 3 do 1. And 6 health. Can't take that many hits. Also, all the bosses pretty much one-shot the mouse. So, yeah. Charge? Nope.
Aww. Dang.
is the hardest level in the game, by far.
This level is the run ender, regardless of what category you're running.
Safety. Alright, cool.
Hard
good
part's
job.
over.
Seriously, that stage is nerve-wracking, and I hate it every time I see it. It's also one of the only stages we can't zip through as a human.
And of course, it's just the worst stage we can't do anything about.
So for the next stage, there's some specific criteria. We need to have a potion on Samson. Just happens to be one here. He can take that hit. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So, ice physics. Kakira is the only one immune to it. It's weird, but hey, fire beats ice, right?
And I'm not sure if we mentioned it earlier, but everyone might be asking why you're using the weakest character all the time. KO's bombs, if you have it explode kind of next to the boss instead of the boss itself, I believe it does damage per frame, correct?
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of damage at once.
So you can usually hear that explosion going off, that kind of screechy noise we're hearing in all the boss fights, and every one of those is doing damage. Now, this skeleton I'm less familiar with how the damage works.
It's alright. He just wants to throw daggers at me, and now he gets to pay for it. Alright, no more ice physics. So, this next zip shows that spikes can be platforms too, because why not? Unfortunately, it does do 4 damage. I kind of need KO for fights. So, here's the pincushion. That's about it. Screen wrapping. 3 spikes. Only available in Little Samson.
I'm not sure if you guys would agree, but I'd say that's probably the second hardest zip in the game.
Oh yeah. So this guy just sort of swings his sword. Funny thing is, like, if you run into him, he does a bunch of damage, like 8 damage. If you jump to his sword, he does 2. It makes no sense, and I'm glad it's not a thing to deal with. So this is probably the newest zip that happened. Samson breaks the camera just a little bit.
And this is the one I would say is the hardest, because you can't move the screen too much because you want to keep that rest of the level not loaded. So he did that just great. Good job.
So, this is a boss fight?
Yeah, apparently.
I think so.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
So I hope we have fans of Mega Man 2 in the audience.
This might look a little familiar.
Grand tradition of boss fights in some games that look like boss fights in other games.
It's okay though, it's on the other side of the screen.
That's true. But I think this dragon still kills you in pretty much one hit if he bodies you.
Oh yeah.
At least with the health we have.
Yeah, basically that fight is an absolute mash fest if you're using Kakira.
Hi. On the ground. So far, so good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't want to take too much damage. The next boss fight can be kind of random. So the way zips work is you're kind of abusing the character size differences. Kikira just happens to be like 1.5 squares big, and everybody else has like a set 2x2 or 1x2 or 1x1 in KO's case. And Kikira's is just sort of a weird shape. That almost looks good. There we go.
Good job.
Nice.
That is one of the scariest boss fights in this entire game.
Just the way like the death, like the Reaper there just teleports around the screen. You're not really sure where it's gonna spawn.
You can kind of predict sometimes where it's gonna show up next time, but you try to, you know, judge it and throw a couple early, and no, it'll end up bad.
So if you're playing easy, this would be the last stage. We've got a couple more to do. Okay. I had to stop there because one time in practice, I got hit falling to end the stage, and I had to play the rest of the stage, and it was not a good time. Hey, good RNG.
Not even sure I would remember the rest of the stage anymore.
So this pattern is the same every single time. So watch it once and you're done. Punch it to death. That's how everything works. Alright, now that's done, we get to head to the floating castle for a few more stages. So in these stages, you actually don't get your health back. So I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to do this. That's fine. And yes, castle stages are broken too. All of them. Except for the one horizontal stage. Oh hey, it's Death again. He's back for round 2. And that was terrible. Better. So now we're doing double boss fights because more boss fights are better, right?
It's the
There we go.
little Samson boss rush.
So, oh, cool. That was actually really solid. The knight's back. Here to swing a stick at me. So we had a dragon on dragon, mouse versus dragon. Why not?
Are you doing KO strats?
Why not? This did end up very bad.
But it looks really cool.
Always go for swag.
Did not get the good pattern.
That's a one-hit kill if that happens.
A little close for comfort there.
It's a little bit too close.
Never had any doubts.
Please. Alright. Last stage. Well, last actual stage. Okay. So, meet the final boss. He's just gonna sit there. Okay. Phase 2. This one's kind of weird. He can actually gain his life back by hitting me with his sword. I've got exactly 3 health. I don't want to take a hit. Yo,
Nice.
3 hits. Nice.
Nice fight.
All right, and no, more to go, because just like Cryon, we've got an escape sequence. So chill here for a second.
And time's getting pretty close.
Yeah, we're on the last stage here. Last few seconds left. And time.
Solid run, man.
So that is recorded world record.
Nice.
Congrats, man.
Thankfully, Bubble Cave didn't ruin it. Oh my
I was a little
God.
bit worried about that one.
Seriously, you have no idea how stressful Bubble Cave can be.
Bubble Cave really is just the worst level in
It-
this game.
By far, reset on that more than anything, except maybe Samson's intro.
And it's what, the second real stage in the
Oh, yeah.
just any
Yeah,
percent
and any
route?
percent, that's like the second stage you do. Yeah, congrats. Nice run. Yeah, a lot of the
that
stuff, it seemed it was really fluid, really maybe looking easy. That all that stuff was extremely difficult. But it's a really fun run, and I recommend anyone pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend going and buying a cart.
Oh my.
Unless you got a spare like $500 sitting around, man, go ahead.
Seriously, this game's known for being notoriously expensive. So get a flash cart, get an emulator, do something that isn't buy a cart. Unless you have $1,200 or something. All right, I guess with that, let's go ahead and throw it back to our host. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thank you for that great run. I love that game. Incidentally, we do have a $5 donation from Kenny Man, who said, Kenny here with greetings from Sweden.